Hello and welcome to my channel for news about reports for USA. Please follow and subscribe for more information. Let's begin. Adam Busby of TLC's Outdaughtered took to Instagram to tell his 1.3 million followers he was extremely grateful for the security camera in their living room. More specifically, he was happy the camera was both on and recording. Did something bad happen in the Busby household? What was Adam Busby so happy he caught on camera? Fortunately, she shared the security footage on his Instagram profile. Scroll down for the details or to check out the footage the TLC dad was so happy about capturing. Outdaughtered, Adam Busby glad security camera was rolling. Feeling overwhelmed by the love his daughters had for him, Adam Busby took to Instagram to share brief security footage demonstrating that love. The footage featured Adam walking into the home. Suddenly, the quints started racing into the frame and jumping onto their father. Adam held out his arms, catching the first one that jumped up into his arms. The rest of the quints proceeded to tackle him. By the end of the clip, little arms were scattered everywhere as Adam pulled his girls into an embrace. Adam Busby admitted he was thrilled his security cameras caught this moment before he proceeded to explain that part of their excitement stemmed from the fact that he had been gone for a few days but surprised them by returning a day earlier than expected. Twice a year, I meet up with a group of highly intentional fathers, so we can learn and grow from each other's experiences integrating faith, marriage, fatherhood and business. Love this group of men dearly and I come home inspired and encouraged every time. The TLC father concluded his post by telling his followers that he would never take a moment of time he got to spend with his girls for granted. Fans react to the sweet footage. With Outdaughtered not currently airing and fans not really sure when a new season might happen, or if it will, viewers rely on social media updates to keep up with what's going on with the Busby crew. Fortunately, Adam and Danielle do a pretty good job of keeping fans in the loop. Here's what some fans had to say about this precious video. So sweet. I pray you guys come back to TV. It blessed so many. What a precious moment. Made me cry. Such sweet pure moments, love this. Many fans kept their comments simple by gushing about Adam being a great father and thanking him for sharing such a sweet video clip. Did you know Adam Busby of Outdaughtered had a security camera in his living room? Do you think he has security cameras in other parts of his household? Moreover, what did you think of this moment he was able to capture forever because of the cameras? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. And, keep coming back for more Busby news. Adam Busby sat at the kitchen counter, sipping his morning coffee as the sounds of the Busby household gradually came to life. The usual chaos of a household with 6 daughters, including America's only all-girl quintuplets, was starting to build, but there was a comforting familiarity to it. The hum of the dishwasher, the giggles from the living room, and the occasional squeal as the girls played together were all part of his daily routine. He smiled as he thought about the day ahead. It was going to be a busy one, but then again, when wasn't it? With Danielle by his side, they had become masters of multitasking, juggling parenting, work, and everything in between. But as he took another sip of his coffee, his mind drifted to the latest project he'd been working on, upgrading the security system for their home. The decision to install a more advanced security system hadn't come lightly. With the growing fame of the Busby family through their hit show Outdaughtered, privacy and safety had become a top priority. As Adam set down his coffee mug, the familiar chime of the security app on his phone alerted him to motion detected at the front door. His first instinct was to ignore it, probably just a delivery driver or a neighbor out for a walk, but something made him check the live feed. He swiped open the app and tapped on the front camera feed. At first glance, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. The front yard was still, the trees swaying gently in the summer breeze. But then he noticed a figure, lurking near the bushes, just out of sight of the doorbell camera. His heart rate quickened. Danielle, he called out, trying to keep his voice calm but urgent enough to get her attention. She appeared from the hallway, concern immediately written on her face. "What's wrong?" she asked, glancing at his phone. "There's someone outside," Adam replied, his eyes glued to the screen. The figure had moved closer to the door, crouching low as if trying to stay hidden. Danielle moved closer, her hand resting on his arm as they both watched the screen. "Do you recognize them?" she asked. Adam shook his head. "No, but they're definitely trying to avoid the camera. Look, they're staying out of the doorbell's line of sight." Without a second thought, Adam tapped the intercom button, his voice echoing through the outdoor speakers. "Can I help you?" he asked, his tone firm and authoritative. The figure froze, clearly startled by the unexpected voice. After a brief hesitation, the person stood up, revealing a man in his late 20s, dressed in dark clothing. He glanced around, seemingly trying to decide whether to stay or flee. "Hey! I see you," Adam said, trying to maintain control of the situation. "This property is under surveillance. What do you want?" The man finally stepped fully into view, his expression caught between anger and fear. I was just, looking for someone," he stammered, clearly caught off guard. "Who are you looking for?" Adam demanded. "This is private property. You need to leave." The man hesitated again, his eyes darting around as if searching for an escape route. "I thought this was someone else's house," he mumbled, before quickly turning and walking away, disappearing down the sidewalk. Adam watched until the man was out of sight, his heart still pounding. He quickly saved the footage and made a mental note to report the incident to the local police. Turning to Danielle, he saw the concern mirrored in her eyes. "That was too close," she said quietly, wrapping her arms around him. Adam nodded, pulling her into a comforting hug. "I'm glad we have these cameras," he said, his voice steady but laced with the adrenaline still coursing through him. "I don't like the thought of what could have happened if we didn't." The rest of the day passed with an underlying tension that Adam and Danielle tried to keep from the girls. Life with Quince and a preteen was demanding enough without adding unnecessary worries to their little minds. But as the day wore on, Adam couldn't shake the unease that had settled in his chest. That evening, after tucking the girls into bed, Adam found himself in his home office, reviewing the footage from the day. He replayed the scene over and over, analyzing the man's movements, his body language, trying to make sense of it. Who was he? Why was he there? And most importantly, was this a random occurrence, or something more sinister? Danielle appeared in the doorway, leaning against the frame as she watched her husband work. "You okay?" she asked softly. Adam looked up, managing a small smile. "Yeah, just trying to figure this guy out." She walked over, placing a comforting hand on his shoulder.